You told me when I asked you, what are you going to do over the next month to prepare? And the only thing you told me was, do it the TSM way. You've done it the TSM way. What do you think?
Two-time back-to-back.
There's just a setback here for TSM. Who is going to do it? TSM! Trying to do the best in this passive 1v1. Let's see if I can win this game for him. Hits it on the gamer's origin. Beginning to get the kill. One more hit. He gets it there.
So I wasn't surprised that I think at first we rotated down.
I'm a broken record.
We are live from Krakow, Poland at the Albralelie Studios for the Apex Legends preseason invitational. My name is Bill Jump Carter, and I will be but one of your guides that will help bring you the action over the next 3 days. 80 teams from across the globe have descended upon us with one job in mind: become the Apex champion.
Aldo still sitting onto the white, takes his first initiation. Watson posted up everywhere, and look at this, all in the name of TSM. Arcstar will be able to help them just zone off for a bit. Albralelie gets the Phoenix, and things look great here for TSM.
That's a digital threat disruptor ult as well, but house busting out, that's going to help. The team is pushing in. Look at that push together. They're going to get that knock. Reps will get the finish. There's two more there, though. Look at this. Albralelie with the Peacekeeper. And the team shot. Here we go with the close.
Yeah, already we see VP North actually taken out, so 4 squads remain. The Arcstar's going down into the center circle as everybody taking that high ground. He took the wrong side. He survives with 1 HP. 3 squads remain. He takes the 1v1 with the wingman. He has to reload with the melee. Knocks him out. That knockdown shield, I believe. Oh no, yes, there it is.
There it is,
from
yes.
above. And TSM ended up clutching it there. Imperial Hal holding his own.
Monsoon, though, he's outside of the circle, relocates himself in. TSM are going to pick up kills here on kick. They've made the push. Can they close the game out?
Wraith just queues out as well, just to make sure he doesn't take the damage, and TSM get the victory. There are going to be so many eyes on that portal, so you have to be so careful when you do decide to push. As now Gen G are going to be forced into this circle. They've used so much of their utility, so now they have to rely on purely weaponry.
TSM are making the push as well. It's Gen G versus TSM on this particular part of the map. TSM getting aggressive. They're coming under pressure from behind as well. And Imperial Hal goes in. TSM, they just win battles.
They're just so good at getting in the right place at the right time.
Are they able to reposition and put themselves in position to pick up another win?
They've got the high ground and they've just jumped in. TSM are getting aggressive here and they've done it again.
Back to back for TSM. Back to back. 2 games, 2 wins. And boy, oh boy, I asked the question at the start of this game. Can they be stopped on this form, Dan? It's going to take some doing.
Look at this, Reps, doing Reps things, connecting for so many great shots in Invasion. He's been a fan of TSM for years, and the fact that TSM took a risk on this org, on this team, meant the world to him, and boy, did that risk pay off. Congratulations to our 10 qualifier teams. Once we find out who they are, we are officially securing prize pool here in this tournament. Taking a look at the end and how things played out, TSM all up to Imperial Hal. Not the best situation for him. Put some good shots in though, picks up a few kills, so a great finish there for Hal, as I believe TSM did get 3rd place. Want to give an update right there for what just went down in Game 2. Why was TSM nowhere to be found? Well, turns out a power cord was kicked and power went out is something that went down. So you may have seen a DC come through. That's what we're hearing here, official word, but I'm not sure exactly what happened with TSM.
Yeah, I mean, we have to wait for admin's call on that, but that is really unfortunate because they did have
the one they need to focus. So if Na'Vi can distract, just buy a little bit of time, get each other to look at each other, they're going to be okay here. TSM still with the low ground as we do see Na'Vi struggling with the fight up above, but TSM now counterfighting and helping out here. Na'Vi, again, they don't know if they're helping or hurting in most situations, but that Arcstar's going to hurt.
Claws now has to pop that bat just in time. Impulse also shielding up. Impulse is getting melted up top, trying to help. Let's see if Claws can work together. He jumps up. Oh my god, gets the knock. Now Impulse goes down. Na'Vi is out.
So here we go. TSM having the opportunity here to walk away with 3 squads remaining. Only Imperial Hal and Albralelie seem to be alive. Excuse me, just the UI covered up. That Reps is still here. It's going to be the 3 vs 3. We find ourselves Gambit with the high ground.
Take a look at this now. Everything converging on the rooftop shots here. Gamer's Origin is down. Take a look at this. Na'Vi now one of the only squads left here. TSM versus, excuse me, now Na'Vi.
789. the only one here. 2 squads left. TSM versus 789. 2 members. Estetsu with a bad trade there. It's going to really set them back. Kasanya trying to do their best, but look at that. It seems like it's Hal. 3 versus 2. They push out from above. I don't think they have what it takes here.
I don't think so. Take a look at TSM just flying right in. Taking a look at exactly where this might pop out. Yes, indeed, find it. And yes, indeed, TSM wins the game.
And more importantly, TSM likely find themselves now amongst those in the 50-point threshold. They possibly can just survive, get everybody distracted. They get flanked from up above, though. Celio ends up dropping low. Karampe already not. Celio ends up surviving, hits the hip fire there with that sniper. Swaps on the armor. Will he be able to keep him alive? Finds another. Trade back there with the alternator.
Look at Selly from the low ground,
way.
putting shots in. One of the most mechanically talented players in the game. And look at Hal.
They don't know he's there. How has not been revealed, but no Wyvern. That's Wyvern's knock. They know that he's there. Is that is going to get the reveal? Imperial, how the last man maybe standing. Wyvern trying to do the best in this possible 1 versus 1.
Let's see if Hal can win this game for him. Hits it on the Gamer's Origin player. Goes for the armor
swaps.
swaps.
He got the swap. He got an extra armor, but can he get the kill on the Wyvern? One more hit. He gets it there. That's going to be Game's Origin. Wyvern should still be alive. He gets another swap here. Imperial, how?
3 squads left. Look at this. And it's VP as the last team alive. Now should be a 1v1.
He feigns the high ground. Great play here from Hal.
Peacekeeper out. Those 99 shots hit, but potential healing happening up top. No. Peacekeeper doesn't hit. He's going for the jump.
Way high risk there. 1 hit is all it's going to take here. He gets another swap.
No, there's nothing. Empty swap.
Making it
has to heal.
Q is available.
Has to cancel again. Like you said, still has the Q thermite as well.
He has the advantage as long as he can get a big portal opportunity, possibly.
Also going to try to force that ring. No, he goes down! Peeking a bit. Has to pop the cell. It's only Raz left now. Look at this. Hal goes down.
Albralelie's alive, though. Reps doing his best there with the flatline. Swaps over to the 301. Keep in mind, he's got 25-31 in total when it comes to the ammunition. Ends up taking the zip, now putting him out of position. Questioning, is Imperial Hal going to get res? It seems like Albralelie turns back for that. Alka from the high ground, the ones threatening him.
And look at MVP. They're back in it. All 3 players back up. And Wasn't no. Gambit will go down as well. I think the 3 squads left here.
Yeah, but TSM is one of the ones alive, and they are almost at the win condition. They got to find the other 2 targets to be able to rid of them. Reps will be able to heal up.
MVP making the push. Ross has to queue out.
This is an opportunity for TSM.
Let's see here. Now TSM might push in. They get 1 break. They have to pull back. They go down to the low ground again. Going to have to re-shield back up. They pop a bat.
We see Albralelie push to that high ground. Already Gamers Origin still without a member. But then Albralelie gets punished. Albralelie is back with us. Oh, but he's going to go down.
They get dropped on now. It's all to Reps and Hal. Can they stay alive here? They get some shots, but they don't get the knock. Going for the revive again.
The only way to be able to get up to that high ground is Albralelie, though. They can't get up to that roof easily here as MVP seems to be denying everybody. Gamers Origin on the backside of the wall, and MVP with all 3 members alive. They are going to cripple TSM. Can somehow Gamers Origin come around this corner and actually clean up after that point?
It's such a mind game here with all 3 teams, of course, having the opportunity to third party. Who will engage first? Who will have to move first? So this is going to close in 10 seconds.
Gamers Origin or TSM, who will be your champions? Portal out here for TSM. 5 seconds and counting. Let's do this.
Here we go. This could be it. 2 teams on match point here. MVP pushing in. Can they get this first knock? Doesn't come in. Roz has to stay alive. Very low HP for the Wraith.
Very early iframe, so that's going to be a big setback there. But MVP is not the one we're worried about. Is they're just a setback here for TSM. Who is going to do it? TSM are your champions.
It took them a while to get to match point. But in the end, they win back-to-back Apex Legends tournaments. Your X Games winners and your winners of the Apex Legends preseason Invitational.
One of the most respected teams in the Apex Legends community, and understandably so. Every time they are put to a test, they rise to the top of the occasion. They do not falter whenever the pressure is on the line. Yes, maybe win condition not available right out the gates for them, but they hold strong, they hold on, and reign true.
TSM do it before midnight. With only 16 minutes to spare, it took us 11 games. We talked about TSM being a team that has to prove that they are the best in the world. Have they done it here?
Absolutely. No one can doubt who is your best. No team has done better, whether it be Ones, Imperial Hal, whether it be X Games, that's going to go to them as well. And now with the top 80 teams from all around the world. Only TSM sits above them all.
It has been an unbelievable weekend. We've seen juggernauts fall. We've seen new heroes rise. We've proven that every region of the world has the capability to do what it takes to win. But at the end of the weekend, at the end of a near 7-hour final, there are 3 members that stand atop the mountain, 3 members that can hoist the trophy. It's none other than TSM. I'm going to start with you, Hal, in the middle. It has been an unbelievable journey. You secured the gold medal at the EXP Invitational. You found your footing, but then you struggled. How did you guys change your mentality to stand on this stage?
We started realizing our mistakes, game after game, and we started improving, literally game after game. We started, getting more points, and I don't know, I'm a loss of words. Our start was horrible. I don't even understand how we even came back from what we, started with.
Albralelie, you had to step up for your team on multiple occasions. There were very seldom times where TSM had a full 3 members alive. Yet every time that was the case, you guys walked around with that victory. How was your shot calling with your other 2 teammates able to clutch those situations out?
Our positioning was all on Jordan and Hal. I just called when we should engage on fights, and I don't know, man. I got no words.
Reps, I stood next to you at the X Games in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with your arm around my waist, the same way that you're doing it right now, or hip, waist, whatever you want to call it. You told me when I asked you, what are you going to do over the next months to prepare? And the only thing you told me was, do it the TSM way. You've done it the TSM way. What do you think?
2-time back-to-back.
All right. I don't need any words. You don't need any action. TSM have done it, and they've done it well. Gentlemen, Reps, Imperial Hal, Albralelie, I now declare you the Apex Legends preseason invitational champion, and that trophy, it's all yours.
Let's go! I'm the fucking best! 110-1! Go, 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 go,